let's get on to the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings and head coach Kevin O'Connell officially named veteran Kyler Murray the team's starting quarterback before one preseason game. Murray signed a team-friendly one-year deal.
Enough of that shit.
Right. After being waived by the Cardinals, he beat out 2024 first-round pick J.J. McCarthy. While both split reps evenly for the first 10 days of camp, Murray's superior mastery, execution, and deep ball pairing with Justin Jefferson ultimately secured him the job. After an injury-plagued sophomore season where he threw 11 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, McCarthy slides into the backup role. He plans to remain in Minnesota long-term, though local chatter about his trade value is bound to persist if other NFL teams face injuries. Is J.J. McCarthy basically all but done in Minnesota?
No.
What say the people's champ?
Not yet, but you know, they about one more flip on that patty for that burger's done. Best believe that, because whenever they decide Kyler Murray's the starter and y'all haven't taken a snap in a preseason game,
that's pretty telling. Yes.
They don't like how you smell, dog.
Right.
And they trying to get you out the room fast. So the only reason why I say it's maybe one or two flips left is because Kyler Murray has shown durability issues since he's been in the NFL.
Excellent point.
But if they can find a way,
same thing in my notes.
But if, like, they can find a way to keep him upright for 13 to 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Then
18.
I mean, you know, just where they could just get the bulk of the season with him.
Right.
Yeah, JJ gone.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I don't think it's necessarily over. What you got, nephew, before I go?
So I think my take on this is they had to make this move.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if they would have done it the other way around and named JJ the starter first, if it goes the way last year went, then it's done. It's over.
Right. Yeah. There's no coming back.
There's no coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this situation, if something was to happen with Kyler, the situation can kind of be savaged.
Yep.
Because JJ can have a chance to, again, sit, which he already should have had enough time to sit back and watch and learn because he was out this whole first year.
Right.
But this gives him a chance to kind of see, again, what it might take to be a successful starting quarterback in the NFL and come in, if given a chance, and actually show some of the promise that he had coming into the league.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with both of you. I don't think it's over for J.J. McCarthy. I think that if this was, I don't know, say San Francisco, Philadelphia, might be over.
Okay.
Because it's Minnesota and they've had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones in the building in the last 2 years.
But
they're going to take their time.
I think that's what this is.
Yeah.
I think this is scab picking.
Yeah, they're not going to jettison any quarterback from their organization before they take a nice, long look. They're not going to do that again because the last thing they want is to have Sam Darnold out in Seattle balling, Daniel Jones over in Indianapolis balling, and J.J. McCarthy at unknown location balling.
But I think they know because the good JJ on their team.
But hold on, let me defend JJ a little bit though.
And I'm a Michigan guy, so you know this hurts.
And I'm not. So does this.
Yeah, this hurts.
So does this. But I'm going to defend him a little bit. He had a hairline fracture in his hand. He wasn't really healthy last year. He's been hurt. Yeah, right. He could be injury prone.
I'm like,
But on the other hand, he had a concussion last year. He had a high ankle sprain. He hasn't really had that full healthy season where he could be the lone starter. That's number one. Number two, he did have some flashes of brilliance when he was healthy, namely against the Lions. I was there.
I mean, but
yeah, I know. Listen, They still NFL players, I guess.
Like, I mean, against the legion of whom?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they shut down Baker Mayfield.
Like,
but
that's fair.
But my point
That's fair.
is that I think that Minnesota's going to take a nice long look because Kyler Murray is not a long-term. He's on a 1-year deal.
Bro, I'm not
he ain't no long-term solution.
Bro, no one's
so
saying he's the answer.
If you jettison J.J. McCarthy, you could end up looking for a new quarterback in a year.
But what I'm saying is, though, what the hell is Kyler Murray going to do to show J.J. McCarthy while he's on the sideline with a clipboard that J.J. McCarthy can't go out in the field and just put his film together and watch on Tuesday?
No, nothing. What I'm saying is I'm just looking at it from the aspect of the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
The Minnesota Vikings need to make sure that they squeeze the juice out of J.J. McCarthy. They need to make sure that if they jettison him from the building, that he ain't going to end up being another
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, or Daniel Jones, who was also in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I just think that for their own peace of mind, they need to make sure that they aren't jettisoning another potential future quarterback because they're being hasty in their judgment process.
Well, maybe get him a Jonathan Taylor and a Kenneth Walker III
Right.
to turn around and hand the ball off to.
like,
that may help.
Right. You mean you don't like Jordan Mason? Never mind. But anyway, and so, yeah, and I think that, the whole Kyler Murray thing, and and again, Kyler Murray could very well work out. I'm not one of them people that's in the Kyler Murray camp either. And I'm not saying anything that I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy is necessarily going to be a world beater.
Right.
I'm just saying that I don't know that we've necessarily seen the best of him. You know what I'm saying? Like we've gotten a full opportunity to really see him take the reps, fully healthy, the entire Minnesota team fully healthy, and him really getting that real vote of confidence and that real opportunity. I'm not sure that we've necessarily seen that. But go ahead, nephew.
I think the thing we have to remember with Kyler as well is that the last time he had a receiver kind of close to this caliber was 2020, before DeAndre Hopkins kind of came to the end of his prime. And not to say that TJ Hawkinson is Trey McBride, but I don't think he's that far off.
Okay.
So I think the potential is there for Kyler to come in and play well. I think the biggest question with him, and I think just saying with JJ right now, is can they stay healthy?
And that leads me into my next commentary. The ceiling for Kyler Murray in Minnesota, according to many, is incredibly high, offering a dynamic dual threat skill set that head coach Kevin O'Connell has never had access to during his Viking tenure. By pairing an elite deep ball thrower with a master play caller and top-tier pass catcher, Murray has a legitimate path back to being an elite NFL signal caller. Do you believe the next reclamation quarterback? Do you believe he is the next reclamation quarterback a la Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield would say the people's champ?
Or maybe Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. I don't think he can find another situation where he could have the opportunity to do what he can possibly do in Minnesota. Like I don't think he'll like it. Because Miami, and you look at like those kind of teams that are like fishing for like maybe a stopgap play caller. I think in terms of like the offensive pieces, and the coaching staff, I think that's about as good as he can ask for.
Okay.
So yeah, I think this could be a good season for him.
I mean, listen, he's got the potential. I think he has the potential. But stop me if you've heard this one before. Running quarterbacks have a shelf life.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I just said this season.
Yeah. Basketball is a tall man's game. Football is a big man's game. And Kyler Murray is a small quarterback that is injury prone. In 7 seasons, he's played 3 full seasons. Last year, he played 5 games. He played 17 games in 2024, but the last time he did it before that was COVID. He does not play full seasons. He cannot stay on the field. And he can't run around and stay available, and he has to run around to be effective. It's really just that simple. And I don't dislike Kyler Murray. I'm rooting for him. I hope that he can be successful in Minnesota, but that's really what his career has been.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to use his legs to be effective. And he can't use his legs and stay upright all the time because he's not a big dude. And that's just the long and the short of it. These dudes, listen, man, shout out to NFL football players, man. Much respect. What's going on that NFL playing surface, it is not for mortal men. I'm not up here talking greasy about nobody that goes on to an NFL play. That is what is going on that NFL playing surface is no joke at all. It's some hitting going on over that. Most men can't take that. I'm telling you, you look out there, you might think you can run out there and mess around with them, man. Most men ain't really equipped for what's going on.
Just go run into somebody.
Yeah, like you ain't really equipped for what's going on that playing surface, man. Those are elite athletes doing something that most men can't do. And we sit here and we talk about it and we give commentary very matter-of-factly, but much respect to NFL players, man. But Kyler he's a slight guy, man. He's a smaller guy. So I just don't trust that he's going to have the durability to hold up under getting hit like that. But what you got, nephew, before we finish up with Green Bay?
I think we can all agree that this year is a make it or break it year for Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
And if it ends up on the break it side, he probably should take advantage of the extra time he would have and get ready to make that transition over on the baseball.
Yeah, well, you know what? I forget he's a baseball player, but yeah. And I think he got a big buyout from Arizona too, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, he probably ain't gonna never worry about money again in his life, man.